So first we're here because NOPD needs to be demilitarized, but also defunded.
It is a yes or a no. Will you defund the Minneapolis Police Department?
With another crisis now, a crisis that's really pushing us to our limits. I don't know a law enforcement officer across this country who's not just appalled by the incident that occurred in Minneapolis. But that one incident certainly doesn't reflect on the 800,000 men and women across this country that go to work every single day and try and make their communities better.
Hundreds of callers overwhelmed the city's phone lines today, most calling for council members to take millions of dollars away from the San Diego Police Department or defund it entirely.
Relegated to be a reactive police force at best, with no additional programs and no additional interaction other than to enforce the law and arrest people. And that's not a profession that I want to be a part of.
When I say defund, you say police, defund, police, defund, police.
And instead they're, floating these crazy theories of we should defund or dismantle the police. And I'm just wanting to ask these folks, what does that actually look like? And I don't want to hear, well, we'll send out social workers. No. In real practice, if somebody's getting robbed at gunpoint tomorrow, who is coming to help that individual?
We begin with the gun violence plaguing New York City. The NYPD says there have been 15 shootings since last night.
Suspect now charged in the shooting death of 9-year-old Janari Ricks.
This comes 4 days after the boy was caught in gunfire while playing outside.
The city saw 6 homicides in a little more than 24 hours over the weekend.
This was a little boy playing on his bicycle with his 7- and 8-year-old sisters nearby, shot point blank in the head.
Breaking out of West Philadelphia, that is where a 7-year-old was shot tonight.
A shooting turns deadly in Washington, D.C. At least 21 people shot, 1 killed.
Since midnight, at least 12 people have been shot, 2 of them killed.
We are public servants. We're not public enemies. We live and raise our families in these same communities, and we're vested in the success of these communities. Our jobs are becoming increasingly dangerous. Ambush attacks on law enforcement officers have been increasing over the last 8 years, and a recent study by the FBI concluded that many of these cases were motivated by the desire to hurt or kill a police officer.
A dangerous few days for law enforcement across Georgia. At least 5 cases of shootings involving police. The latest, a deputy shot in the line of duty in what police are calling an ambush-style attack.
Just after 3 a.m. this morning and found 28-year-old John Jeff unconscious with gunshot wounds to the head and torso.
But first, a Tampa police officer is recovering in the hospital after being shot.
Officer Remington Cody Chauncey was shot here around 1:30 a.m. this morning.
And that's that this deputy was responding to reports of a suspicious person when he was ambushed and shot with a shotgun.
And I just don't understand where we've gotten to a place in our country where why can't we support all the hardworking men and women of law enforcement who go out there, they do the job every single day with honor, and they protect their communities, but we still hold the ones that do a bad job accountable. Those things aren't mutually exclusive.